right here, said sit down, right there, don't go nowhere, little baby gon' shake that, 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 said yeah, I like that, bring that, right here, said sit down, right there, don't go nowhere, said yeah, I like that, bring that, right here, said sit down, right there.
What up, YouTube? Welcome back. We back with another video by Detective Williams when evil teachers realize they've been caught. Let's get into it.
Teachers are supposed to be good people who guide our children and teach them valuable lessons. But what happens when these teachers are actually evil? Here are 5 cases when evil teachers realize they've been caught.
The next step is basically you do go to jail tonight. I submit some paperwork.
I'm little, they're gonna tear me apart.
Starting with 27-year-old Brittany Zamora, a 6th grade teacher who, in March 2018, was interrogated after the parents of a 13-year-old boy notified the school of a series of not-so-good messages they had found on the boy's phone and accused her of having done the unthinkable. Later, in an interrogation room, an investigator begins to question her.
And where were you before that?
Littleton Elementary School.
And how long were you there?
From July 2013 to May 2017.
And what's your position right now?
6th grade teacher.
6th grade teacher, okay. And what did you do there?
Littleton? 4th and 5th.
Alright, and are you from Arizona, or did you...
I moved here when I was 10.
Okay. And where was that from?
Michigan.
Well, if you're from Michigan, then what football team were you cheering for?
The Cowboys.
What? I don't know what relevance that has. 1, 2, F the Cowboys.
Not the Lions.
I'm from Wisconsin.
Not the Packers.
You didn't cheer for the Packers, then?
My husband and his family are diehard Cowboys fans, so...
Brittany cooperates with the investigator and even smiles from time to time. It is evident that the 6th grade teacher at that time had no clue of how much trouble she was in.
Hold on, bro. You telling me she got a husband? And again, I'm assuming because we haven't gotten into what she actually did yet, but I'm like 89.5% sure she's a kid diddler. What is wrong with you? Like, is your husband not? You know what I'm saying? And if you're not beating the Doonies up, you could have found someone who was of age to beat the Doonies up. You do realize this, correct?
However, it didn't take long for her to find out.
So is this arrest from the school, or was this from like something separate? So I had my school call me yesterday and tell me that I was on probation, but I had his father contact me today, so I was just trying to figure out which one it was from.
Well, it's more from things.
Okay.
Like, the school doesn't really call me, and
okay. So
the school's not pressing charges or something like that. It's dealing with So dealing with that issue. So, and there really is. I guess I wanted to give you the opportunity because there really is very little doubt on what happened. But I wanted you to be able to maybe explain, give you the opportunity to explain kind of why it happened, kind of thing. Because I'm not going to judge you. Okay, and you said this is the first time you've been in trouble. Yeah, and you're 27, so you made it a long ways. So I'm not going to judge you, and people do make mistakes. So there's mistakes that are made in life, and they happen, and it's basically how people move on from those is kind of who they are as a person. So I'm not going to deny that, that it's something, and I'm sure you're not either, that it's something that shouldn't have happened. But I'm not gonna call you a monster or anything like that and say you did something so, crazy that you're a horrible person. So, I wanted you to explain, how this came to happen.
Can I wait to have an attorney?
Is that what you want?
Okay.
All right.
I just don't know if I go privately.
That's fine.
The investigator half sympathizes with Brittany and tries to get her to explain herself, but Zamora quickly shuts down his request for her to explain why it happened, telling the officer she has nothing to say without legal representation. Soon, the investigator began to explain the consequences of her actions.
So, hypothetically speaking, what is a typical, consequence that you've seen in the past?
I don't know. It varies. I can't give you. I know. I can't give you a black and white answer to that. They take a lot of things into consideration. You don't have a criminal history. At least you telling me that, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't checked yet.
I never did anything.
So.
I'm sorry. It's just okay.
That's okay. I do know. I'm not going to ask you any more questions because you said you wanted an attorney. So, did you have any more questions for me?
What are the next steps?
The next step is basically you do go to jail tonight. I submit some paperwork.
I'm little. They're gonna tear me apart.
Well, if you have problems with somebody, you can voice that to somebody. Okay.
Brittany breaks down into tears, saying, "I'm little, they're gonna tear me apart." To think that all the while she gave no thought to the fact that what she was doing was wrong and would land her in jail. Just by looking at this woman, anybody would believe that she is an innocent and sweet person. However, subsequent interviews with students by the police showed how disturbed she truly was.
And I was by the desk area, so if anyone would open the door, I'd say, "Oh, someone here," and they're in the corner. So they told me just to cover the door. And then the next day, I didn't want to cover, so I just went out the classroom and covered because I didn't want to see them doing stuff.
So you said after the talent show that you left the bags in a room and you were standing by the door and they were making out in the corner.
Yeah.
Help me understand, what do you mean by they were making out?
Kissing each other and no, I wasn't by the door. I was this is the desk, or this is the desk area, and the door's all the way over there. So I was by the desk, watching out if anyone would come in the door.
Okay, so tell me, what very first thing that happened in the room?
First thing, they started kissing, and then Ms. Moore went on the counter. It was right here, and then he was putting his into Ms. Moore's
Virginia?
So Ms. Moore was right here, and then right here, and then he put his leg, Ms. Moore's leg, so he widened it out, just bouncing up and down.
Hearing this kid's voice makes all of this much more awful, and him not even knowing.
That's from one side, it's now, shorty, you know what you was doing was wrong. But it's if I was put in that situation, damn, bro, you had a leg up. I just said, though. Said, yeah, go ahead. Yo. Hey, that's crazy. Nah, we don't condone that, bro. She's sick. Why would you want to have relations with a child? That's weird.
Knowing how to name certain things just goes to show the gravity of this situation. One can only begin to think what would lead an adult woman to do something like this. Zamora finally pleaded guilty to sexual conduct with a minor, as well as other reduced charges of public indecency and molestation, and was sentenced to 20 years imprisonment. But if you thought evil teachers stopped here, that's because you don't know the case of Yasin.
Hold on, bro. Ain't she supposed to be registered as a SO for life as well? No? The females don't have to register.
Shear.
What do you do when you put your hand inside her pants or skirt or whatever she was wearing?
Just touched her.
Like what? Show me. Put your hand on the table.
This is substitute teacher Yassina Shear, who, in September 2021, was interrogated for allegedly molesting girls who were said to be under the age of 12 years at the school where he taught after he was exposed by the parents of the victims who had
Exposed? Don't you mean beat up? No. No hands were thrown in the making of this film? There's no way.
spoken up. Following his arrest, an investigator questioned him. What unfolded will definitely shock many of you.
It's not true.
Hurt a nigga's stomach.
We're gonna go through this again. So these kids are all making that up?
No,
You gonna tell me the whole school's gonna make something up?
no, I'm telling the truth about the other girl, but I don't know about.
Okay. Maybe a girl. Let me say a girl because I don't even know if you remember her name. A girl.
Yeah.
On Thursday, she's saying that you touched her butt inside of her pants.
No.
It's the weirdo flip flops for me. Like, bro,
Are
yeah,
you
bro.
willing to take a lie detector test? It's really a stress voice analysis test, but people kind of refer to it as a possible lie detector test. Will you be willing to take something like that?
No.
Why?
I'm afraid of that.
Why?
It might hurt me, that's why.
How is
What?
it gonna hurt you? It's not painful. Or you're afraid because you're not being honest with me.
No. But not in the.
Man, listen. I don't understand why you cooperated with me. I know I'm gonna find out a whole lot more. Now I'm scared about what I'm gonna find out because you're not being honest with me. We keep on going back and forth.
She playing bad cop, bad
You
cop.
cried. You told me you were sorry.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like you're sorry when you're not being honest with me right now.
Initially, Yassin's level of cooperation was minimal as he refrained from directly admitting to the accusations and instead continued to offer apologies. This conduct raised suspicion and appeared contradictory, considering that if he were genuinely innocent, there would be no reason for him to apologize.
But you're sitting there and instead of, you're not sorry. You say you're sorry, you're not sorry. Because you're not being completely honest with me. If somebody's truly sorry and wants forgiveness with anybody, you will be honest. You're not sorry.
After a long silence, the officer talks about video evidence, and we see Yassin sitting and staring in shock. Yassin appeared to underestimate the investigative capabilities of law enforcement officers when he hesitated to admit his wrongdoing. Nevertheless, the investigator intensified the interrogation, pressing Yassin for a confession, which further reinforced suspicions of his involvement in the accusations.
Be honest and tell me what happened, man. You're sitting there, and at this point, saying you're sorry, but you're really not. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna start pulling surveillance. Now you're just gonna make me work harder for it.
Yeah, I really didn't do that.
Okay.
Probably.
Some random girl that does not even know the other students is randomly gonna say the same thing that you touch her butt. That is just a coincidence? That's a coincidence? It's a coincidence?
No.
Do you think that today's my first day on the job? Do you think that today you're my first interview?
It is very suspicious that Yasin would answer just those 2 questions after all the silence. Even with his responses, if there's any doubt regarding his guilt, one might question why several random girls from different classes with no connections would independently choose to fabricate these accusations against him. Then, after lots of questioning, he finally admits to his crimes.
Guilty.
I was at the desk.
That nigga's guilty.
Okay, but what happened?
She came up to me, asked me a question.
Okay.
Told her to get your assignment and come here.
Okay. No happened.
And I tried to touch her.
Ew.
But how? Where do you put your hand?
On her back.
And you slid it down, or was it from underneath your skirt, or was it from above?
One's from the above.
Like that, like you go down?
Yeah.
And what did she do?
She didn't tell me anything.
How long did that last for?
About 2 minutes, I believe.
Damn, 2 minutes?
She just let you?
Yeah.
When one would think that Yasir would face up to his crimes like a man, he does the opposite, daring to say that the young girl had let him do it.
Yeah, no, you did it. And she was probably frozen with fear and confused. Anyway, somebody break into the prison and like, bruh, come on, fist, elbows, feet. Like, bro, he need to get beat up, bro. I told you, bro. Get a gang of bars of soap, put it in the bag, beat him with it.
Clearly showing the kind of person
Clean up the streets, man.
he is.
Is there anybody else that is gonna come forward?
So.
As the interrogation ended, the investigator inquired whether Yasin thought anyone else might come forward with similar accusations, to which he answered negatively. However, that was not all there was to the story.
Look, I already know that there's probably gonna be more people coming forward. Is there anything else that you want to be honest with me about?
Say, I would say that I did the wrong thing. I wouldn't do it.
What?
That you did wrong?
But you did it though.
I know you did. Did you put your fingers inside her butt?
No.
What do you do? What do you put your hand inside her pants or skirt or whatever she was wearing?
Just touched her.
Like what? Show me. Where your hand? On the table.
Just touched her.
So you said 2 minutes. Did you leave it there or something else?
I left it there.
Okay. And while you guys were doing what? Like, was she not saying anything? Were you saying something? I'm trying to understand, like, how does that work?
I'm not trying to understand anything.
She was writing an assignment on the paper.
Okay.
She was doing it at my desk.
Yasin Ashir subsequently faced charges and was convicted of molesting 4 underage girls, resulting in an 8-year prison sentence for each of the 4 counts.
8, 12, 16, 32. 32? Hey, if it's 32 years, then yeah, we with that.
Following his incarceration, he will be deported to his home country as a recognized predator. But if you thought teachers were only perverse, well, that's because you don't know Kimberly Coates.
That's what he's asking. Tell us.
I didn't bring this one.
A teacher accused of being drunk on the first day of elementary school. 53-year-old Kimberly Coates, a third-grade teacher at Perkins Tyrone School, had been called for questioning after kids noticed her acting erratically during class and was believed to be impaired.
Now, one thing I would tell you is, for your employment, I want you to be truthful.
Okay.
And so, would you be willing to take a breathalyzer test?
If I needed to, yeah.
Okay. You don't have to, but if you're willing to do it, that helps us.
Have you taken any sort of medication today?
I'm sorry, what?
Have you taken any medication today?
She gonna say no.
I did take some medication
thank
this
God.
morning for my anxiety.
What did you take this morning?
I think it's called clozapine. I'm not very good.
Take it here at school?
I took it this morning.
While you were here?
Yeah, right before I came in. Yes.
Okay.
Is it a prescription? Because you changed your story a little bit. Now
Yeah,
you
you said it was
took-
last night.
Yeah.
Well, I took one last night and then I took one this morning because my anxiety was really bad.
Well, that's understandable, but I just need you. So what time did you take it?
This morning.
Whenever you took it last, what time was that?
I'm not really for sure.
Where's it at? In your car? In your classroom?
No, I had one. I took it I put it in my pocket and then I took it.
What?
You put it in your pocket?
Yeah. Because I didn't want to bring the whole bottle in.
You know that if it's a narcotic, you have to have it in the bottle, right? Or you can be charged with it?
Not if the bottle's at my crib. Like, bro, I took the pill before I left the house. The pills is in the house. What you gonna do, break into my house? Like what?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's got to be in the prescription bottle.
At first, Kimberly's story has
To
some
take the
gaps, but having been explained that they are willing to help her if she tells the truth and takes responsibility for her actions, she finally confesses to drinking alcohol, but not entirely.
I mean, I am having a hard time with some depression stuff, and
Did you drink something while you were here at school?
not while I was at school
When did you drink something?
last night.
What is last night? 4 o'clock in the morning? Cause what? Oh God, wait, what? And then if I'm not mistaken, that says it's 3:36. I'm assuming that's PM. Yeah, there's no way. That math doesn't even add up. You drank something last night. You went to sleep on it. Woke up. Went through the whole day. Because it says 15:36 up top. Meaning it's 3:36 PM. Yeah, there's no way. It's impossible. That's actually impossible. Like, what is she talking about? Last night, my ass.
Not here at school? Because it seemed that it changed. I mean, your demeanor kind of changed. Anything here at school?
I wouldn't bring it into the school.
Are you going to blow double
Flask.
zeros?
I don't know.
You should know. If you hadn't drank anything, you should blow zeros. If you drank something recently, it's going to show it.
That's what I'm saying. And you talking about last night. Like, okay.
Well, let's find out.
While being asked whether she drank or not, Kimberly seems to be worried, but just as the officer said, if she had not drunk anything, then she should not be worried at all. A few minutes later, Kimberly is seen taking the breathalyzer test. However, after the test, her blood alcohol concentration level showed a 0.24 reading, which is 3 times the legal limit of 0.08, and the truth was revealed.
You going to tell me the truth? How much you had to drink?
I drank last night.
There's no way you drank last night.
Well, I did drink last night.
Well, I believe you, but did you drink at school?
I didn't drink at school.
That wouldn't blow that right there.
Blew 2 times the legal limit.
I did.
Yeah.
Here's our drink that you had. What's in this drink?
Baby girl, if you don't open the lid and smell it.
That's a Diet Coke.
Is there anything liquor in it?
Nope.
Open and smell it.
So if I go into the classroom, am I going to find anything else?
Did you go to your vehicle and drink if we go out and search your car?
No,
So where did the liquor come from? Did you leave campus?
not today.
What?
Have you? This thing is pretty accurate.
No, I know it is.
So-
I know it is.
You blew like a .24.
I don't know what that means. What's
Legal limit's .08.
okay?
Do you drink often?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to insult you. I'm just trying to understand why.
No, I'm seeing a counselor. I'm seeing a counselor about it.
Despite being confronted with the truth, Kimberly won't go down that easily, knowing that this will end up costing her her career.
Damn.
This left Officer Gideon no choice but to carry out the nystagmus test on Kimberly, where he checked her eyes by asking her to focus on a pen as he moved it from side to side. The result of it, however, was definitive.
Yeah, she's intoxicated.
By this time, the director had had enough and asked Kimberly to give him her husband's number so he could come to pick her up, or it was jail time for her.
Do you know your husband's number? If I call him?
I don't want you to call him.
Well, I can't let you leave. If you leave, you're gonna get arrested.
Yeah, I'm gonna arrest you for DUI.
Oh God.
So I need somebody to come pick you up.
And then even still, you probably should arrest her for DUI, just off the fact that she just said, "Yeah, I drank before I got here." Like, that means you was driving drunk. Clearly, if the liquor not in that cup, the liquor not in your classroom, where else is it at? Like, what? She Houdini? She could pull liquor out of thin air? Like,
Kim.
huh? Sentences, baby. Sentences. Form them. Smell it. Thank you. Smell it.
I know I've been having a hard time.
But she can't Uber to the crib?
Am I gonna get fired?
Honestly, yes. Or you can resign. You're under at school with kids. That cannot happen.
Can it not just be that it's in my blood system and that's why it's...
Unless you were drank a shit ton
Well,
at like 8 o'clock this morning, I don't know how you could still be that high.
At this point, Kimberly realizes that she's in trouble and begins to plead with the officer, claiming that she couldn't call her husband or a friend to pick her up.
Call Uber. That should be your main man's, drunk lady.
See, and that's weird to me. That I was okay this morning. I would think that it would be...
Which makes me think that you drank recently, because again, it is 3:43 in the afternoon. Miss?
Do you think that you've drank recently?
So, your options are: we call somebody to pick you up, you come visit me tomorrow. 2, you get...
I won't even let you get your vehicle. I'll just arrest you right now for public intox.
Oh God.
Please don't do that.
Then you should probably find a ride.
Uber. It is 2023.
Can I make that happen myself?
Right now.
Do I have to do it right here?
Yes, we need to know somebody's...
Yeah.
We're not leaving... He's not going to leave here until somebody picks you up.
Boy, okay, so we gonna act like it's not 2023. Like, bro, call a Lyft for her or something. Pretty sure it's regular taxi services too. Like, taxis didn't just go out of style when Uber and Lyft just came in. Like, what are we talking about? If she don't want to call her husband and she don't want to call her friends, call the Uber driver. It's very simple. They said somebody picks you up, not somebody you know. Like,
So either you leave in a vehicle or you leave in my vehicle. One of the two.
what are you deliberating about? Download the Uber app. This is not a paid promotion.
I want to work here. I want to work here.
So tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Now let's call somebody and have them pick you up.
No, I can't call my husband.
Do you have anyone else you can call?
You have a friend that can come pick you up?
I don't know.
That nigga Uber so clutch. Why you won't call him?
Would you rather call your husband to come pick you up, or would you rather call your husband to come get you from jail?
Well, actually, neither.
Well,
I mean,
you've got it. You're running out of time.
Okay, I'll call somebody.
After much back and forth, Kimberly finally gives in to calling someone to come pick her up, but she needed her phone, which was not with her at the moment. Superintendent Doug then offers to go get her bag from her classroom, but returns with a blue cup.
Ha! Evidence. She's done. She brought liquor to the school. Like, bro, that's the only way. It's the only way. Now, again, she could have been drunk driving to the school, which most likely is also true. But the only way that you're that drunk, and it's 3, damn near about to be 4 p.m., is if you've had it with you the whole time.
Questioning what was contained in it.
What is in that?
Vodka.
My juice.
Smell it.
Gonna try again. That there is wine.
I thought that was from yesterday.
You drank it up here yesterday?
Well, I brought it from home. I was heading back to that this morning.
I thought you was about to put your
Did
hands
you
behind
get
your
my
back.
This in here. I'm whatever you want to do.
Well,
Go ahead, whatever you want to do.
Is my phone in here?
I didn't go through your bag.
Kimberly stated that she drank out of the cup the previous day, and not that day. However, the duo no longer believed a word she was saying, as the blue cup clearly reeked of booze.
I didn't drink out of it today.
I don't believe you.
I drank out of that coming to work yesterday.
Well, where's the cup that you drank out of today? Is it in your classroom too?
I don't think so. Honestly, I thought I was doing a good job today. I don't know. I don't know.
By this time, Officer Geedon's patience had run thin, and he was no longer going to listen to anything Kimberly had to say. That was when she realized how much trouble she was in.
You had your chance to be honest.
Well, I did.
And then you wiped this out?
But please, let me.
Why would you not cover your tracks? Like, again, she probably needs help. Alcoholism is a real thing, right? But it's like, if you know that you're doing wrong, why would you not try to cover up your tracks? You gonna leave the cup in there instead of clean the cup out? I know you got hand sanitizer. You teach elementary school. What? Like what?
Please let me call.
I should charge you with tampering with evidence.
Oh God.
Please let me.
No,
let me call.
no, it is over. No more. No more. I'm done.
Officer, please.
No.
I've never done anything bad in my whole life.
What is your date of birth?
5/7/1970. Please let me call somebody. Please, I will call somebody right now.
You're thinking of body camera.
Huh? I've got a friend right in Perkins.
No,
Please.
you're under arrest.
Not long after, Kimberly was finally arrested, but she wouldn't give the officer an easy time.
I'm going to cuff you up front. If you're going to keep running your mouth, you're going to get cuffed behind you.
Wait, can I just talk to you for a second? Please.
Hands behind your back.
Please don't.
Put your hands behind your back.
No, I don't want to.
Do you want to go to jail with
No.
multiple charges?
No.
You know it's crazy. I think, what was the third? No, my fourth grade teacher. My fourth grade teacher disappeared, right? It's random. But what if this is what happened, though? Like, it's just running through my brain right now. Like, what if this is what happened to Shorty? Like, she was just getting drunk on her job and just disappeared. I hope that's not what happened, but
Put your hands behind your back.
Please don't do this. Please, I just want to talk to you. Can you just talk to me?
Put your hands behind your back.
Please, will you just please talk to me?
I've tried talking to you.
Well, you're not talking to me now.
Talking's over.
Well, what about my stuff?
It'll go with you to the jail.
Get it.
Officer, please.
Quit. I'm done. I tried to be nice.
Thanks.
I'm done.
After Perkins police took Kimberly into custody, she was later released, but it remains unclear whether formal charges will be filed against her. However, seeing all that happened, we can assume that there is no way she'll have her job back.
She got fired, right?
But teachers breaking the law.
This is a good little stopping point. I'm gonna do a part 2 to this. So I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Stay safe, y'all.
Everything I'm seeing, I achieve it, bitch, we best. Everything I'm seeing, I achieve it, bitch, we best. Everything Everything I'm seeing, I achieved it, bitch, you best believe it. It has been my Nintendo, shit, though, kick it with my kinfolk. Haters just be talking, so I really do not need their info. They info, Chakra ascending, I'm back in this bitch, hella me pending. Mind on $1 million and I'm needing like every percentage. Feel like Naruto when the leaf is hitting. It's so hard to stay hidden. It's dying soul sitting out on me mission. What Kabuto split the ring, playing both sides in this village. Trying to give you mummy visions like views from the dead. You probably resemble where the tension victim searching for a Shinigami or a Scylla. This was for the